It's golden, it's foamy. It's the drink you raise with friends, order at concerts or reach for after a long day. But beer is older than glass, older than money, before nations, before kings, before written law. There was fermentation. And from ancient rituals to revolution, from temples to taverns, this little brew has shaped the course of history. Beer built cities, fed empires, fueled revolts. It's a story about gods and peasants, borders and recipes, and the civilizations we sip from. Welcome to Once Upon a Dish, where something delicious happened. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the table that built the world. It begins in Babylon, or maybe even earlier, in Sumer, where the first recipes weren't for bread, but beer. On clay tablets from 1800 BCE, the Sumerians honored Ninkasi, their goddess of brewing, with a hymn that doubled as instructions. Barley, wild yeast, a warm clay pot. The result? A thick, soupy beer sipped through reed straws. It wasn't a luxury. It was life. Safer than water, richer than grain. Workers were paid in beer, families survived on it. Down the Nile, Egypt poured its own blend, thick, rich beer made from half-baked bread. Brewed not by brewers, but by women. Pharaohs taxed it, priests offered it, and the workers building pyramids. Paid in beer 2 to 3 litres a day, even children drank it. It was safer than the Nile itself. In the 1st century BCE, the Greek geographer Strabo wrote of Armenian beer, made from barley and stored in great clay jars. Stronger than wine, earthy, heady. They didn't sip it with elegance, they drank it to warm the bones and feed the soul. In the cold mountains, beer was both hospitality and sustenance. And like rivers, the recipe flowed outward. In Europe, when empires collapsed, beer nearly vanished until monks saved it. Behind monastery walls, brewing became a sacred science. They experimented, improved, and then they added hops. Not just for flavor, hops preserved beer longer. It was the beginning of modern beer. By the 9th century, abbey ales weren't just for monks, they were local lifelines. In 1516, Germany wrote it into law, the Reinheitsgebot, beer purity regulation, water, barley, hops, nothing more. The goal? Control quality and protect grain for bread. But the law also made beer national, cultural, even political. And then came the steam engine. By the 1800s, beer was being bottled, shipped, advertised. London drank it, Boston bottled it, Berlin perfected it. In 19th century Germany alone, over 10,000 breweries. By 1900, beer was big business. And beer, it's still evolving. Sour, smoked, wild fermented. Brewed by AI, flavoured with mango, aged in whiskey barrels. But the soul still tastes like grain, heat, and patience. It was once sacred, now social. Once medicinal, now recreational. It tells stories of survival, invention, and celebration. Of monasteries and marketplaces. Of home brewers and empires. One glass can carry centuries. So next time you raise a pint, remember, you're sipping the legacy of women, workers, monks, migrants, and maybe, just maybe, you're drinking the history of us all. Now it's your turn. Do you have a favourite style or a story from your hometown pub? Drop it in the comments below which is the best beer for you. And don't forget to subscribe to Once Upon a Dish, because sometimes something delicious happened. Cheers.